Hey, leave your comments below, your thoughts about the Chicago Bears and their tie against the Miami Dolphins on the lakefront. Our Bears Report brought to you by Neighborhood Housing Services of Chicago, nhschicago.org. Get out of that stuffy loft. Get out of that apartment. Time to start planting roots by going to Neighborhood Housing Services of Chicago, nhschicago.org. So 20 of the 22 on the top of the depth chart did not play in the game against the Dolphins. And so Tyson Bagent was a starter for the Chicago Bears at quarterback. He had 30 plays, 19 passes that he threw. He threw a dime to Alexander in the back of the end zone for a touchdown, which was really cool. We saw Austin Booker really come out to play. He had 3 sacks, 4 quarterback hits, had a strip sack as well for a touchdown. Good for Austin Booker. Dominic Robinson and Zach Pickens had sacks. There were some really good plays out there. But I think that the central focus for me was the offensive line. Again, there was a starter out there, and that was Braxton Jones, and it was just okay. It wasn't spectacular, but he got a chance to start, and also we saw some Ozzie Trapillo out there as well. And then we saw Theo Benedict on the offensive line as well. So ultimately, it's about the health of Braxton Jones. I feel like he's going to start when the season officially starts, and then Ozzie Trapillo will be right there on his heels on that left tackle spot. But all in all, you watch football because it's like, oh, football's back on your TV. But it's kind of disappointing because you saw very few of the starters out there for the Chicago Bears. It's funny to note that Tua Tagovailoa, the quarterback for the Dolphins, he was out there with some of his starters. But I know every team's different the way they handle things. And Ben Johnson wanted to be able to rest his starters because they had that scrimmage a couple days before in Lake Forest. That's fine. But I wonder about the Buffalo game, because that's the second preseason game for the Bears. I wonder, will the starters be out there? Because I still believe, and just talking to former players, I still believe that it makes sense for you to be able to have a feel of the game, to be out there to do something. I mean, once again, it's going to be at Soldier Field, so it'll be an opportunity for the stars to get out there and get the feel, especially the new players, the feel of Soldier Field, to be out there to play, even if it's for a few series, even if it's for a quarter. I think that that's important just to get the rhythm and the timing from the coaching staff to the players and everything else before the first game against the Vikings coming up in September. I don't expect any of the stars to play in the Kansas City game. That'll be a third preseason game. But I think that second one, I think Caleb and the starters and guys on the defensive line should be out there because they need work. It's a new coaching staff, some new players. They need to be able to have that rhythm with one another. But all in all, again, it was just good to see football back on the TV. I want to get your thoughts below about the Chicago Bears. Again, not a lot of the stars out there, a lot of second and third team guys and guys we may not see after the preseason. So give me your thoughts. Brought to you by Neighborhood Housing Services of Chicago, nhschicago.org for Neighborhood Housing Services of Chicago. We'll talk because we got to get ready for the Buffalo game and some other news and notes around the Bears. So keep it locked right here on Under the Hood with me, J-Hood.